This is not a cry for help. I have a therapist for that. Where is the love? Where is the love I've been hearing all about? Where is the love I see all around? How many heartbreaks are enough? How many heartbreaks until it's time to go? I want to lay in bed and close my eyes and never wake up again. I want to end my life and see and feel nothing ever again. I want to close my eyes. My forest is burned to the crisp and there's nothing left. I was soaring in the skies, higher than I'd ever thought I'd reach. The fall is long, I'm still sinking. There's a void inside my chest and I cannot breathe. A year ago, I found my life's purpose, a need that first materialized at the age of 3, a need so deeply rooted in my subconscious that it took me an entire year of repeatedly watching that one video to finally stop rationalizing the romanticization of my addiction. I think it brought me comfort, accepting that the purpose of my life is finding love. It justified every choice I ever made in my life. It gave my life meaning, a reason to constantly be on the lookout, anticipating this deus ex machina, or any sort of passionate affection that would momentarily fill this ungrowing void that's spreading inside my chest. When I found myself in the position that I am now, it felt like dying. Every day I'm dying, just a little more. It started with, I don't want to be alive. Passive and submissive. It evolved into, I want to die. I do not want to wake up again. I don't want to ever be happy again. I simply wish to not be saved. Because being saved only means that I would be put back into the world, only to end up here. Because this is where I belong. Here. Empty and broken and numb. I spent a lot of time by myself. For the first time in my life, I was so alone. My friends would come over to check up on me. I would put a little show for them, laugh at their little jokes, and pretend to entertain the idea that life is worth the while, when I knew full well that if I found myself in the middle of oncoming traffic, if I saw the blinding headlights approaching faster and faster, I would not move. I feel like I'm all the way back, age 14, staring myself at the mirror every night, knowing I am too ugly to be alive, and not having the courage to do something about it. A time when I thought that my only obstacle to finding love would be my appearance. The thought that if I tried hard enough, if I worked out and wore makeup and put on some flattering clothes, I would be able to look attractive. The problem is that I was right. When I was a kid, I was groomed by a man 10 years my senior, and after that I entered an incredibly abusive and toxic relationship with a guy who found me both ugly and pathetic. But all that made me ready to finally find someone who would appreciate me for my heart and my soul. The biggest shock in life was that people did not fall in love with me. They were just attracted to my body. They didn't care about my ideas. They didn't even hear all those things that made my heart beat, beat, beat. Was I pretty enough to be desired, but not pretty enough to be loved? Is there something inherently wrong with me that makes me so unlovable? Am I being too nice, too passive, too willing? Am I not enough? Body and soul both found lacking? Why can't anyone ever love me enough to be afraid to lose me? Why can't I be someone's choice? Why can't anyone choose me? Pick me up and cradle me and tell me that it will all be okay, as I'm sobbing uncontrollably. Being addicted to finding love is a choice that I made when I was too young to understand. It was just a way of self-preservation. My father, bless his ignorance, was absent from our lives, even though we lived in the same house. It created this need inside of me to find my own husband. He would love me, he would pay attention to me, and he would like me. I desperately needed someone to prove to me that I could be loved. My Fleabag era, kicking and screaming in complete silence. I created this pattern of looking for people who don't like me, and then go above and beyond to change their mind, just to prove to myself that I am worthy of their love, or to prove to myself what I have secretly known all along, that I am not trying to change my past by endlessly recreating it. I have experienced pain so profound that I finally understood why some people prefer to end their lives when a partner leaves them. I couldn't find the strength to be afraid for myself. I once dreamed of having a happy life, but also with the same intensity, that I could just finally close my eyes and rest in peace, never to wake up again, never get up and go out and be hurt again. I can't breathe. The air doesn't go all the way down. It doesn't come close to the void that consumes me. I picked up drinking. Smoking helps me push air into my lungs. The only time I ever truly breathe, and it's rotten. Or maybe because it is. The pain this time is too much to bear. The only reason I'm alive is because I am vain. I want my books to be published, so something is left behind. A piece of my soul. Or, if I'm being honest, my soul in its entirety. I've lost something that I cannot live without. I'm bleeding inwardly. The blood has reached my lungs and I cannot breathe. My soul is missing in action. I don't even know who I am without love. I need to find a new purpose for my life. This is the most cruel awakening, and all I can think about is I don't want to, I can't. I am nothing without love, which means I'm nothing still. I am nothing, no one, heading to nowhere. I am empty and alone and so broken. The void, it's starting to spread. The only way out is through. Thank you for listening.